Webheads, comic book fans, this is my top 10 most anticipated comics for June 8th, 2022. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list helps you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And guys, this week we're going to kick it off with the hot seat, and the hot seat is a book that I'm thinking about dropping because it's not meeting the Spider Slayer's expectations, and this one goes to Obi-Wan issue 2. Now, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is absolutely awesome. I was so excited for the first issue, and I read it and I was definitely underwhelmed by it. I didn't care about Obi-Wan Kenobi being this little kid having puppy love for some little Jedi girl, and then she winds up going after her father. That just did not interest me. But this time, it looks like we're going to get Obi-Wan a little bit older. He's going to be teaming up with Qui-Gon. That could be an interesting story, and it looks like we're going to see different points of life when it comes to Obi-Wan, and maybe it will get more interesting, right? If it's not interesting, though, after this issue, I'm probably going to drop it because I really thought that it was going to be more about older Obi-Wan Kenobi instead of a flashback story. So this one is 28 pages, and this one is $4. All right, guys. Next, we have the book that is on the rise. It's a book that I feel it's getting better, that people should know about, and this one is Metal Society issue 2. So this is in a world where the robots are the ones that are ruling Earth, and they're playing around with humans. Well, we get the humans that are starting to come into power once again. Not necessarily coming into power, but they're starting to, mate and repopulate, and there's this one female who is strong enough that thinks that they can take on their best fighting robot, and they're about to go in the ring and fight each other, and it looks like it's a battle for supremacy on who is going to eventually rule the Earth once again. Is it going to be continuing with the robots, or is it going to continue or recontinue once again with the human species? Pretty interesting premise. I love the main character. I thought she was pretty cool. Has some MMA fighting in there, so if you're into that, you might be into this. 28 pages, $4. Now we move on to our top 10, and the number 10 book is the first DC book I'll be talking about today, which is Multiversity Teen Justice issue 1. So this book features the characters from Earth 11. So they're like opposites of the characters that you know. We have Kid Quick, the future State Flash, and their fellow heroes, Supergirl, Robin, Aquagirl, Witch Girl, and there's all these different types of characters. They're like opposites, right? And so they gotta save the Earth. They're being attacked by Hive. Looks like it could be something kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. We got a lot of stuff going on with this Dark Crisis, and again, this is another multiverse book. So I'll give it a shot. See what it has to offer. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 9, the first independent book that we're talking about today. That's from Image or Skybound, and this is After School issue 1. So this is like a horror anthology book where you're going to get like a bunch of one and done. So like the Silver Coin or the Ice Cream Man. And this one is about a girl named Nora who has severe anxiety that has kept her from approaching high school. Okay, and she doesn't have any confidence whatsoever until she adopted a dog by the name of Janie. Now, she's an emotional support dog with a winning smile, but she has a killer secret. And how far is Nora going to go to keep this new life that she gets? So something about this dog that gives her abilities to feel good about herself. This sounds something that could be quite interesting and could go very wrong for Nora. So we'll see. 36 pages, $5. I love horror books, man. I love them. All right, coming in at number 8. So you guys might disagree with me on this one a little bit. This is Twig issue 2. Now remember, it's my top 10 most anticipated to buy a lot more books. You guys know that. So number 8 I feel is pretty high, but for you guys, you might think it's a little bit, too low. Because I heard that this was your guys' favorite book of the week. And for me, I wanted more out of Twig. Like, the story just got, going, where we get to see Twig in this fantasy-like universe. He does this job. He finds this stone in some belly of the beast, and then he has to go find the Pathsayer. to find out what this stone does. He comes across the house, the Pathsayer is dead, and now the adventure begins, right? It's a good starting point for a story, right? It's very intriguing. I think it's good for a young audience and an older audience, and I thought it was good, but it wasn't quite enough for me. I needed more, and I'm hoping the story even improves as time goes along. I love Twig though. I think he's a great little character. It's 28 pages. This is $4. Coming in at number 7, guys. Spawn issue 330, one of the cheapest books on the stands today. Spawn has been burning the candles at both ends, and he is finally starting to slip. Jim Downing continues to seek allies to help pick up Spawn's crusade, whether Spawn likes it or not. So Spawn has been trying to control the gates to heaven and hell. Things cannot leave, things cannot enter, and he feels if those gates open, all hell is going to break loose. But people want these gates opened, and he's using these gates to keep closed for his own selfish reasons. So this is a pretty good book. You gotta love the artwork, the scripts, everything about it is really good. Not my favorite Spawn book, you guys know that by now, but it is a good read. 24 pages, like I said, guys, it's $3. All right, moving on to number 6, we have Flashpoint Beyond issue 2, The Clockwork Killer chapter 2. This is the DC event of 2022 continues. How can you say that when you have another huge event just starting in 2022? Like you're fighting over which event is better, right? Gotta watch it there, DC. As Thomas Wayne investigates the continuing mystery of the Clockwork Killer, another mystery erupts when a strange inmate with Arkham claims that Bruce Wayne is the only Batman that should exist, and Thomas' world is again turned upside down when a new twisted version of an iconic Batman villain is born. Who is this villain? Thomas Wayne. He's beside himself trying to find out why was everything was reversed. I should not be existing. Bruce Wayne should be the one that exists. My son, right? And he's trying to find out this mystery. It's a great read, 32 pages, $4. Love Jeff Johns. Coming in at number 5, NOCTERRA issue 11. This is it, guys. Pedal to the Metal part 5. This is the conclusion to NOCTERRA. I did not see that coming, but it does make sense. How long can this book go on while these guys are fighting to find this equation to make dark into light once again? But what I want to see is once they get the lights back on, are we going to see a continuation of this story and how of our heroes live in the new world of light if they do get those lights turned on? I want to see that. I think this book is very solid. I just wish it had a little bit more character development with certain characters. But overall, it's been a great read, very entertaining. We'll see what happens with NOCTERRA if it does get another volume. 28 pages, $4. Coming in at number 4, Dark Crisis issue 1. So here we go, guys. Crisis on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, and now Dark Crisis, the epic event years in the making, is finally here. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the Justice League are dead. The remaining heroes are left to protect the world from an onslaught of violent attacks by DC's greatest villains. Can the legacy heroes step out of the shadows of the classic heroes to form a new Justice League? And will that be enough to stop the darkness greater than anything they have ever faced, destroying everything? Don't miss out on the first issue of the blockbuster event of the summer. So this one is not of the year. This one is just of the summer. I don't know, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What you think of Dark Crisis issue 1? Are you on board? Are you passing it? Do you think this could change DC Comics going forward? We'll see. 40 pages, $6. Coming in at number 3, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 897. 2 issues in a row, it was number 1. It slips a little bit because you kind of know what you're getting at right now. You're getting a story that has to deal with Tombstone. Tombstone captures Peter Parker, puts him in his van, looks like he's bringing him to his warehouse. What's going to happen? Think about it. $897 now, $900's right around the corner. And there's certain things that we don't know about Tombstone, and I'm sure we're going to find out more. So this is obviously a story about Tombstone, probably until we get to issue 900. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if we're going to get Mary Jane, guys. I don't know if we're going to get that story right now. We're going to see. 28 pages, $4. So we move on to number 2. And this has actually been a good surprise. Maybe I shouldn't say surprise, because Donny Cates always delivers in one way or another. And this one goes to Thor issue 26, Banner of War Part 4. This has been non-stop action. If you love fights and you love great artwork and you just love mashups, like, this is it, man. This is everything right here. Hulk has gone absolutely insane. He's gotten so angry to the point where he exploded, and it was like 30,000 gamma bombs, and it wound up mashing up Hulk and Thor together, and now they become Thork or Hork. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's awesome, dude. Tony Stark got his ass kicked. He tried to create the celestial Iron Man armor that would absorb the gamma radiation. Totally backfired on him. This is so good. I love this series right now. Legacy numbering 752. This is continued from Hulk issue 7, and then it continued in Hulk issue 8. Page count, 28 pages, $4. So what's my number 1? We got all these events going on. Banner War. We got freaking Justice League, Death of Justice League. We got that. What is the other thing that I just Flashpoint Beyond? But what's number 1? Well, it's got to go to an Elseworlds book, and that goes to Dark Knights of Steel, issue 7 of 12. We've reached a halfway point of this series. Superman has tried to prevent war from happening from the 3 different sides, like Wonder Woman's side, Black Lightning side, their side. It's a fail. It's going to be this big out fight. That's what's going to happen, and I can't wait. What has happened to Batman? Superman looks like he tried to kill him. Martha and Pa Kent, they wound up finding him in this universe, and it looks like they're going to bring him back to health, and eventually Batman is going to come back. Like, it's going to be awesome when he does. One of the best books in the market today. I will always recommend this book. Tom Taylor does best, not on Nightwing, not on Superman, but he does it in these Elseworld books, and this is one of them. 32 pages, $4. Don't pass this up, guys. Great stuff. And there you guys have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated comics, guys, for June 8th, 2022. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, guys, looking forward to your wonderful comments in the comment section below. If you love my content and you love cover art, here is my top 10 comic book covers of the week, where you can vote on your favorite comic book cover. And of course, guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but most importantly, always read your comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Bye.